Okay guys, we're gonna lay a track for Ace, just a practice track. It's snowing, so I don't know how good the cameras are gonna be, and the wind is pretty rough out there on that, but I've got a deer hide in here and a deer leg. My dog, they like the hide, they like the leg. That's as good a bonus as anybody can get. Starting out, you might want to put a hot dog in there for their praise. If you get a dog that's really food driven, get maybe a hot dog or something like that, or even their food, to get them at the very end, just to give them a treat. Tell them good job. Using my old beat up legs, you walk around, leaves your track. You've got your scent glands leaving the track, and I'll just walk along and do this. You know, we did this a year ago or so with Ace when he was a little bit younger, and I had some people talk, well, how do you know he's not just tracking you? I don't. I'm laying a track. I'm going to be with Ace, so if he was tracking me, he would turn around and he'd find me. So that's one reason, but I really don't care if he's tracking me, he's tracking the deer, because when the real thing gets going and we get real blood and real deer, that dog knows. That's all about that, and that's all he cares about. But in the meantime, doing a man tracking me, or tracking a kid, or tracking anybody else, it just gives him good experience throughout the year. So whenever we get on the real deal, he's ready to go. He's going to see lots of challenges. You're going to see a really hard track that I'm going to leave. I'm going to make a big circle out in the middle of the field. I'm going to make some crosses in the middle of that circle, some stars type deal in the middle of that circle. I'm going to run out and I'm going to run some 90s, and I'm going to run a back track. I'm going to run about 50, 60 yards. I'm going to come right back down the track, and then I'm going to fall off the track. So all those are really hard for a dog to recover on. Don't know if he'll be successful or not, but you'll get to see some hard tracks. I would not do this for a puppy or a young dog. I'm just trying to give you as much. We're trying to challenge Ace now. So we want him to succeed at every track, but we want to give him a challenge. And I might have to help him on this track. I try not to, but I want him to succeed, and I want him to have a good time when he's doing it. So we're going to lay this. It'll probably be in fast motion of me because I'm old and fat. So, and then we'll put Ace back in real time, and you can see him work the track. Notice with the wind blowing today, I guarantee you Ace is going to be, he could be 20 yards off of that track, but he's winning it, and he's using that wind scent. He runs with his head up a lot of times, so he's not a slow, methodical dog that's going to have his nose on the ground. A lot of times that's good, especially if you're running off a lead. I like a dog to do that. If you're running without a lead, I want them to get there and get going and get this over with. So depending on what type of dog you're running and what your situation is, Missouri will not allow you to work a dog without it being on the lead. Texas you can. There's other states that you can, some you can't. Check the laws, make sure you can do this legally. A nice little groundhog right here. That ought to give him some trouble. Now, tracking boots are a lot easier to use than these probably, but I don't have any tracking boots, so this is all I got. I'm gonna make a right turn, just a 90-degree turn on him. I am not using any blood, I'm just using hooves today, just to give him something to slow him down a little bit. We'll make a left turn for him. Okay, I'm gonna make another left turn, and then we're gonna go lay our circle. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna make a big circle. My wind is hitting me dead in the face, so what I don't want to do is lay that track on out where he can win that track leaving. I'm gonna come back to here before I make another exit from this circle here. That way he has to use his nose on the ground instead of just winding the fresher track over there and going straight to it. So this is really hard for a dog to come out of. If he comes out of this, I'll be impressed with him. So I'm just going to kind of move around Jesse right here. Okay, so I'm almost a complete circle here. Now I'm going to just go right back through the middle of my circle. We'll make a turn, go right back through the middle of it. like. So it's kind of a, not a good circle, but you get the gist of it. It's gonna really mess that dog up. What I'm gonna probably do is just I'm gonna go back across there one more time, and that way I'm not just coming right into this track and leaving right out. So I'm gonna go this way a little bit farther. Turn. And we're gonna go back out this way. So we'll try that. Make another right turn, and we're going to do a backtrack on this leg right here. Okay, I'm going to come right back and lay a backtrack. Very seldom does this happen in a real live situation, but it sure is good for the dog. Another 90 degree. So we're really testing him. Okay, another backtrack. Poor dog. I feel sorry for him. I'm gonna make another little circle here. I was gonna lay my hide right here, but the wind is hitting me right here, so I'm gonna move him on upwind where he can't smell me, he can't pick this up. I'm gonna put that hide up there at the top of that pond and all that tall grass. That way there's no way of him winding me. So one more 90 degree, and we're gonna go straight to the track this time. So we're gonna leave the hide and a leg here. That way he's got a treat at the end of it. Marty's gonna come pick us up. We're gonna get in the cart, and that way we don't leave, our scent doesn't leave this area. So, okay. Ace really responds well to meat. And then he also likes playing tug of war. This is a little bit still frozen a little bit, but we're gonna leave them both right here. I put my legs in the cart. I'm gonna jump on right here, and Marty's gonna take us out of here. So, we'll see how he does. I'm using this training session for me to be able to slow Ace down. So I'm gonna have him on his lead, and I'm gonna keep him nose to the ground. I'm not gonna let him just venture out a long ways like he would if he was off lead. So you're gonna see me correcting him a lot, and that's okay, because it's a training session. It's not necessarily can he find this animal, it's me correcting him to where he keeps his nose on the ground and slows down a little bit, because the Ace needs to slow down. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, he just hit. See the difference in the body language? That means he's on the track again. So he's pulled his head up. So I'm gonna take him back to where the last place that I really felt like he was on the track. Lord, I know he's on the track now. There's no doubt about it. So. If I'd have let him go, if he'd have been off lead, he'd have cut all this off and just left us all behind. So, but we're gonna try to make him make this backtrack. Let's go. He's starting to get bored. That's the bad thing about a long track, especially a young dog. I think we stumped old Ace. He went on that backtrack a little bit too far for my taste. You can tell his nose is up and he's looking again. He stomped. Let him work it out.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just walking with my dog now. I'm just letting him do the work, leaving him some slack, letting him do some work, and he'll figure it out. See how he pulled on me? Now I know he's back on the track. Go! Really? Where's he at? Oh, get it! Let's go! Get it! Put him up! Let's go! Good boy, Daddy! That's a good boy! That's a good boy! You're walking! Look at him! Did you get him barking? He was like, come on, I know where it is. Good boy. That's a good boy, Ace. What is it? Oh, sissy. Hey, that's my finger button again. Get it, Ace, get it. Get it, Ace, get it. Good boy. Okay, so we started the track here. We went down all the way around. That's all your zigzags and everything. The red line is me. The blue line is Ace. So when you start zooming it in, you can see he started out, went down. You can't really see where he made that 90 because it was such a small little 90 there, but he followed it pretty good. You know, this is our first circle. You can see where we kind of went in there and did some zigzags and everything. He got off of it, came right back and cut it right out, followed it down. This is where, actually, this is our first circle. That was our zigzag right there. So this is our first circle, and he just went right around it and right back on the track. So it looked like he did a lot more zigzagging down in there, but I guess he didn't. So follow this all the way, made him 90. He went out a little bit, came back. That's one of our back tracks, isn't it? So he did that really well. This one was the main back track, and you can tell he went up and down, up and down, up and down, went on out, and finally picked the track up, came on a little circle, blew right through the circle, right through the 90, and that's where I guess we found the deer somewhere right in here somewhere. But yeah, so right in here. So well, now we're back up to the red. So that's where we found the deer right there. So he did good. I was very pleased. Get your dog out and get him trained. Okay, guys. Successful track. He did it. He cut a couple corners there, but you know, he was winding it. The wind was really tough. It's hard for me to lay that track without being downwind of the track. So he did good. I'm really pleased with the way he did. Your next step is to age it longer. You know, go your 12 hours. This one, we were in a rush trying to get everybody out of here to get it gone for the day. So go 12 hours, go 24 hours, go 48 hours on these long, hard tracks like this. You saw he got bored. You saw at one point he was tired of waiting on me. He just started barking at me. He knew where the hide was. He already had winded it. He knew where it was. He did not want to go on that track, but I made him finish that track on out. So hope this helps. Get you a puppy and start learning how to blood track. It'll save you so much time tracking deer. Hey, big boy, you did good. Yes, you did. You did good.